Good evening, and welcome to the 2021 Epilepsy Ontario Scholarship Ceremony. I am Paul Raymond, Chief Executive Officer of Epilepsy Ontario, and it's my pleasure to be here to moderate this evening's festivities. I definitely look forward to the day we can have ceremonies like this in person again, but I am grateful to be able to acknowledge and congratulate the winners virtually this year. On behalf of the Board of Directors, congratulations to our special guests of honor, Chloe Gallagher, Mercedes Augustyn, Joleen Secord, and Harjot Shoker. Before to begin, I would like to introduce a few special guests this evening. Nathen Honsberger has been a member of the Board of Directors of Epilepsy Ontario for the last few years, and he was instrumental in the 2021 revamp of the scholarship program and moving the entire application process online. Also joining us tonight is Colin, Executive Director of Epilepsy Southeastern Ontario based in Kingston, and Cynthia Milburn, Chief Executive Officer of Epilepsy Southeastern Ontario based in Mississauga. And last, but definitely not least, we have Lawton Orsler, a longtime volunteer with Epilepsy Ontario, funder of the scholarship for many, many years, and still an active participant on the selection committee. At this point, I would also like to take the opportunity to personally thank Lawton for his generous donation of one of the scholarships being awarded today. Before we dive into the reason we are all here tonight, I'd like to take a few moments to talk a little bit about Epilepsy Ontario and what we do. Epilepsy Ontario is the voice of epilepsy in the province. Since 1956, we've been serving the province as a registered health charity and non-governmental organization. Yes, tonight is Colin. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. So we raise public awareness and improve education through publications, conferences, outreach initiatives, and our website. Epilepsy Ontario is dedicated to promoting independence and optimum quality of life for children and adults living with seizure disorders. Through a network of local agencies, contacts, and associates from across the province, Epilepsy Ontario reaches out to people with epilepsy and their loved ones. We do this by providing client services, including counseling and referrals. We provide information, education, and advocacy services. We do not receive any government or ongoing sustainable funding. The majority of the money raised for these scholarships and our other programs and services is directly through individual donations and fundraising events. If any of you would like to support the work we do, you can donate online at epilepsyontario.org or purchase raffle tickets from our monthly online 50/50 draw at epilepsy5050.org. Here you can support the work of the community agencies across Ontario and win some cash. Or you can also support us by buying a one-of-a-kind custom-made t-shirt or hoodie or mask from our online store at epilepsyshop.org. At this point, it is my pleasure to invite Lawton Orsler to say a few words.
Thank you, Paul. Good evening, scholarship winners, mums and dads, and everyone else here tonight. Before we get to the important part of this evening's agenda, I'd like to give a brief overview. The Ontario Epilepsy Scholarships are awarded to graduating high school and university students across Ontario who are living with epilepsy and who have been accepted to or attending university or college. Applications are received from all over the province. Before I continue, I would like to thank Jim Cheeseman for his input in this little talk I have. A brief history of this scholarship is fitting. In 2002, a pharmaceutical corporation came up with the idea of this scholarship and they sponsored it. And I was honored to be on the judging committee, and it was a real pleasure. In 2007, the pharmaceutical corporation's priorities shifted, as corporations do, and I was fortunate to be able to have my business OBCL come in and take over the funding. This gave me the opportunity to give back, having myself been diagnosed with epilepsy when I was in university. Those years were fulfilling as we were able to help well over 100 scholarship winners with some of their post-secondary educational needs. It was brought to my attention by one of the committee members that it was not just the relatively small amount that we were giving, but the fact that they were being recognized for the obstacles and eventual triumphs that has brought these candidates here tonight. These struggles involve constant seizures, medication changes that result in more seizures, dealing with recent surgery. And this is something that is one of my real issues here, and that is also they are dealing with social, psychological, and cognitive challenges that come with an epilepsy diagnosis. That is a major issue. Successes included getting one's life back to normal, being accepted to university and colleges, and participating in a high level at sports. I would like to thank the former OBCL Scholarship Committee, Lisa McFarland, she used to be the president of Epilepsy Ontario, Susan Benson and Jim Cheeseman, who's a president of that association. Nobody knows how to pronounce the names of it, and for their support and advice over the past 11 years. Let's fast forward to 2018, because you're not here to listen to me talk all evening. And Epilepsy Ontario has stepped up and taken over the lion's share of funding for this scholarship. I'm really grateful that this scholarship is continuing because of Epilepsy Ontario. In particular, I'd like to thank Nathen and Melanie, who not only is the Epilepsy Ontario president, but she's a prior scholarship winner. It has been my tradition to include brief excerpts from the impressive applications submitted each year. This year, these nuggets are forward-thinking and the mark of winners. From the applications, I believe that being an occupational therapist is where I can give back to supporting epileptic patients, specifically towards the marginalized communities. I desire to be that agent of change. I'm an active member of youth support groups. I try to make an impact on the community by sharing my story, discussing what I have overcome, challenges I continue to face, and how it is possible to live a fulfilling life with epilepsy. Through my work as a patient partner, I bring up epilepsy and associated organizations throughout Ontario when appropriate, in an effort to create awareness, and that, once again, that word, and drive change. I aspire to continue this advocacy and support throughout my life. And I will continue to offer support to younger people with epilepsy. The one theme that comes out of all these quotes that I just read is, I'll hopefully help show people that epilepsy does not mean we have to give up. There's no giving up here. That we can still do things regardless of our condition. The reason we're here is to congratulate Chloe Gallagher, Harjot Shoker, Joleen Secord, and Sadie Augustyn, winners of the Epilepsy Ontario Scholarship Awards 2021. Congratulations, and over to you, Paul.
Thank you, Lawton. Now, to begin the award ceremony, can I ask Cynthia to say a few words and present the awards to Chloe and Harjot, please?
It is my pleasure. I speak to Harjot first. Harjot, I applaud your resistance, your resilience, your independence. At such a young age, you navigated the health system. You will be a wonderful advocate and a mentor to others one day, and probably you are now. Congratulations on receiving this award, and wishing you all of the best in your studies. and your career ahead. And we would love to see you at Epilepsy South Central Ontario at some point at one of our events and sharing your story, because you are such an inspiration and you will be an inspiration to your peers. And to Chloe, as you've been navigating the health system as well, you've, I think, been through every type of healthcare process. And as a result, you're an Ontario Health Team member and patient partner. So delivering, you've gone deep into the health system. You're delivering this information. Hopefully that people like Harjot found so difficult, you might be helping the future generations navigate the system a little better. And you share your story so eloquently through your public speaking. It is so honest and genuine and so heartfelt. You melt everyone's heart, especially at our last big event. You certainly did, and you continue to mentor others, and you carry on with your education. You've had many roadblocks, and this is your time. So I congratulate you both. Very, very accomplished young women.
Thank you, Cynthia. Maybe Harjot, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you so much. Especially to Cynthia, thank you so much for the kind words. Especially everyone here at Epilepsy Ontario, thank you so much. It's honestly an honor to be here. Just to talk a little bit about myself, to give whoever doesn't know me a little bit about myself. I'm in my 4th year at McMaster University. I'm studying political science, and I'm hopefully going to get a career in the healthcare system. I'm really interested in occupational therapy at the moment. And I hope to just give back to girls like me, kids like me that kind of needed that support growing up. For me, growing up in the healthcare system was not really an easy task, and I'm sure all the scholarship winners could kind of attest to that it's always kind of challenging. I hope that with my future career and whatever support advocacy I can do, I can really target especially marginalized communities. I come from an immigrant family. I'm a 1st generation Canadian, so I understand the challenges that come with. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. And there was a line that was said that it's not just about the money, and I truly agree with that, because it's not the money that matters. It's the fact that we're being recognized for the struggles that we've gone through. And I'm super grateful. So thank you so much.
Thank you for that. Chloe, would you like to say a few words?
Amazing. That was amazing. And you're going to be a great OT. Thank you all so much for this incredible scholarship. Cynthia, thank you for everything you just said. I am in tears. We have a long-standing relationship, and we've known each other for a long time, and it's really great to hear everything from you. I think, a lot of people might know me, what I've been through. I'll try to summarize. I had an AVM rupture when I was 15 and had a hemorrhagic stroke from that. So that's when I acquired epilepsy. Used to go into horrible bouts of status. I've had countless brain surgeries recently, have had lots of surgery from my epilepsy. And it has been quite well, knock on wood so far, but throughout that time, I was at MAC for nursing, had to stop because of my seizures. At Mohawk for PSW, had to stop again. With everything kind of settled down, finally, I am doing an undergrad degree in digital health, which I'm very excited for. And I've been doing a lot of patient partner work with the Burlington OHT. And throughout all that, just promoting epilepsy awareness as much as I can. And I think we all here know how important it is and see the beauty in using what we've been through to teach others and just keep persevering through everything. And I will stop crying and stop talking. And I'm so proud of all of us. And thank you all so much.
Thank you very much for that. I'd like now to invite Colin to say a few words and to present the scholarship to Mercedes or Sadie.
Hi there. I'm very, very proud to have this opportunity on behalf of the volunteers and board of amazing young person, and just a truly amazing young person. She has chosen not in any way to be humbled by this disease, but to accept it, to challenge it, and surround herself with an excellent support and care team. She is also an excellent public speaker. She's actually quite hard to follow because she's just fantastic at it, having learned that myself a few times. I find her incredibly inspiring to watch. She's just an amazing person. She's currently working to be a graphic designer, and I guarantee that she will succeed. I've seen some of the stuff that she's done, and it is just, it is very, very inspiring. Her family, I would say, is her best and biggest support network. And I think they have absolutely every reason to be proud of her. She's really a very special person. I'm proud of her. Congratulations, Sadie.
Thanks, Colin. Sadie, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sadie Augustyn. I'm 19. I'm currently studying at St. Lawrence College in graphic design. It is exactly where I want to be, and I am so honored to receive this. Epilepsy has made things so difficult, but it has made me such a strong person. And like Colin said, my support team has been there for me every step of the way. My family has been amazing. I've been involved with epilepsy Southeastern Ontario since I was diagnosed. Him, Colin, and Christina have been amazing, and everyone behind me, I would not have been able to do it without them. Awareness is so important to me, especially for the youth, and I will continue to help with that as much as I can through my career, through my schooling, in any way I can. And I am just so honored to receive this, and congratulations to everyone else as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, if I could ask Nathen to present the scholarship award to Joleen. And if I could just interject here, it's as a provincial office, we struggle to provide support to what we call unserviced areas. So there are parts of the province that don't have offices, that don't have staff. And I'm personally super delighted that Joleen is from Manitoulin Island, which is one of those places. So I know for myself and for the board of directors, it's amazing to see the outreach going beyond the service areas where we know we're doing a really good job. So I'm just personally delighted that you are one of the winners, and I will pass it on to Nathen.
Well, Joleen, you're an inspiration to people with epilepsy everywhere as a successful mother of 5 and entrepreneur. You've persevered in an area that does not have a local epilepsy agency to provide additional support. So not only am I happy to do a plug for Moccasins and More by Joleen, you can find her store on Facebook, by the way. I'm also proud to award you with this scholarship to help you pursue a new career path to make life easier and better for you and your family. Congratulations and best of luck with your new career.
Thank you, Nathen. Joleen?
Sorry, some of my children are small, so you're going to hear them screaming and hollering in the background. Thank you, first of all. I am originally from Southern Ontario. We did move up to Manitoulin Island a couple of years ago. I didn't actually get diagnosed until this past February. And but the more I've learned about epilepsy and the more I talk to some family members, the more I've learned it's actually been something I've had all my life. And part of me for, I guess, learning more about epilepsy and bringing awareness is it isn't just all grand mal seizures. Just understanding more about myself and learning that that isn't what epilepsy is 100%. Like, we have so many different categories, and for me, trying to educate myself on it so I can help others understand also has been a major learning curve for me. And I guess trying to incorporate learning about epilepsy, trying to raise my children with my husband, who's an amazing support system, working part-time at a grocery store, helping my husband sometimes with his construction business, and doing my own business. It's been a challenge because, you know, as we all know, we all have some memory issues we have to contend with, and trying to retain information is a little difficult. And the course I'm following is real estate salesperson with Humber, and there's a lot of information in those courses to try and take in a very short amount of time. So I too am very grateful and very shocked that I'm one of the recipients of this award. So I'd also like to thank you and congratulate everybody else. And in all honesty, with my memory, I even forgot I applied.
So it was an element of surprise as well, which is even better. Thank you, Joleen. So just to wrap up, again, congratulations to all of the recipients. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Along with the checks that you have already received, the certificates that Trevor's been flashing will be mailed to each of you later this week. Thank you all for attending or watching live. We look forward to an even bigger and better epilepsy scholarship program in 2022. So again, thank you all for your dedication, hard work, and your persistence to helping us improve the quality of life of people living with epilepsy. We as a provincial organization really appreciate everything you do to help your peers and to help the next generation of people living with epilepsy. So thank you.